Right now at 10, bubblers and cannabis at the center of La Crosse debates. The vote's taken tonight during a La Crosse committee meeting. And Governor Evers touring healthcare in La Crosse and Eau Claire. The unsung heroes he says the state budget is poised to help. Plus, a lawsuit could change the way Wisconsin votes next election, while La Crosse area group says it's time to revisit old methods.
WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. The future of historic water fountains and cannabis sales in La Crosse. Those controversial topics dominating a city meeting tonight. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom live with the recommendations coming out of tonight's votes. Jadius.
Yeah, Ken, La Crosse Common Council tonight recommended two items addressing bubblers and cannabis product sales in the city. La Crosse leaders voted to move forward with installing new ADA-compliant drinking fountains across the city, addressing community concerns about access in extreme heat. But another item to delay removal of the historic green bubblers failed.
We do need water for our citizens, whether they're sheltered or unsheltered or people just walking their dogs, jogging. We do need water for our citizens. Obviously, we'll have to do ADA compliant, and I'm good with that, but I just want to make sure that we preserve our old bubblers.
They also recommended a new ordinance banning the sale of hemp-based THC products to anyone under 21. The proposed ordinance will require ID checks, block sales within 500 feet of places where children gather, and mandate warning signs at any vending machines.
Sometimes when you're young, you make foolish decisions. Sometimes we have to protect kids from themselves.
The mayor introduced the resolution. He said he had not discussed the measure with existing businesses in La Crosse, which already sell legal cannabis products. The resolution received almost unanimous approval and mirrors legislation on Alaska's pass earlier this year. These recommendations are not final. The whole Common Council gets the final say next week. In the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Jadius, thank you. And there is a clarification point here on that item to delay the removal of the historic fountains. The city engineering department told News 8 Now just last week that there is not a plan to remove those fountains. They are just turned off indefinitely right now because they are not ADA compliant. So some of those common council members on this committee tonight likely finding that resolution to delay the removal was unnecessary because there is no such plan. Jadius McGee in the newsroom, thank you tonight. Governor Evers visited Western Wisconsin healthcare providers today. Evers met with St. Clair in La Crosse and Chippewa Valley Free Clinic in Eau Claire. He's highlighting investments and grants for free and charitable clinics just like them. The final state budget for the next 2 years invests over $1 billion to support healthcare access. Evers says it's a field that deserves the state investment.
We're not going to be able to force the healthcare systems to receive less money. They have costs just like everybody else. So the state has to be on top of it and be ready. That's the bottom line. We need to continue to support the healthcare systems.
And as part of that budget, it includes $1.5 million in new funding for those free and charitable clinics. Well, Aspirus Health will break ground on their new hospital and clinic in Chippewa Falls next week. The health system announced the plans of the 35,000 square foot facility in November. Services will include primary and inpatient care, emergency services, and lab imaging. They still hope to open in fall of 2026. A nonpartisan group from La Crosse wants to change the way elections work in Wisconsin. The push is to bring back fusion voting, which allows for candidates to be listed under multiple parties on the ballot. It was legal in Wisconsin until the early 20th century, and a lawsuit filed this spring against the Wisconsin Elections Commission is trying to bring it back. The executive director of the nonpartisan group Leader Ethics says fusion voting is a better way to reflect Wisconsin's purple voter base.
They can be supported by one of the two major Democratic or Republican parties, or they could be nominated by a third party.
The lawsuit is currently making its way through the courts. Well, quite a pleasant early August summer day. Temperatures not too shabby, around 80 degrees thereabouts.
Yeah, I'd say so. It was pretty nice out there. A little bit warmer than we were yesterday, and we're going to continue to warm up now as we go almost every single day this week. So if we take a look at our highs, right around 80 degrees, 84 in La Crosse, 83 in Eau Claire. Got a little bit warmer in Black River Falls and Sparta, both getting up to 85. But we'll continue to see those temperatures rise now as we head into tomorrow and definitely as we go throughout the last couple days of this week. Taking a look outside, we're going to see some cloud cover coverage starting to increase as we go into the overnight period as a complex system of thunderstorms starts to move and make its way across Minnesota in the overnight period. We'll likely see maybe some impacts from those thunderstorms as we go into the early morning hours, but that system will likely break down once that sun rises, and we'll maybe see a couple sprinkles here. Overall, not expecting a whole lot of impacts into our region. Temperatures tonight looking fairly mild and seasonable. 64 when you're waking up, or excuse me, 63 when you're waking up in the morning in La Crosse, 61 in Eau Claire. We will have a little bit of a breeze, and we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions as we go into the daytime period, but that's not going to stop those temperatures from getting warm already by the noon hour, climbing into the upper 70s. And again, that wind could get a little bit breezy out there. Still blowing out of the south, so those southerly winds are going to be doing their job this week and bringing up all of that good old heat and humidity with it. And I'll have all the details on just how hot we're getting coming up in a little bit.
Well, it's still August. We can't shake it for long.
Exactly, yeah.
Thanks, Nicole. Well, not guilty pleas for the man accused of possessing child sexual abuse materials. Jonathan Statz is a registered sex offender. He faces 10 counts of child porn possession and failure to maintain sex offender registry. The court has found probable cause to bind him over for trial. He remains in custody on a $100,000 cash bond. Across multiple cities in the region, communities came together tonight to celebrate National Night Out. This nationwide event is dedicated to strengthening the bond between first responders and the people they serve. Each year, residents are encouraged to step outside their homes, connect with neighbors, and engage with local police officers.
It gives you the opportunity to build some trust. We know that when you build a relationship, you have those positive contacts when crisis happens. There's that trust aspect that's already been built.
Cities like La Crosse, La Crescent, the village of Holman, and Toma all had their own National Night Out celebrations. Students at Winona State are learning to build the future of cars. The university hosted a composites technology boot camp this morning, teaching hands-on skills for the automotive industry. Participants learned techniques like vacuum resin infusion and 3D mold making. The program partners with industry experts to train students for real manufacturing jobs.
One of these parts on this car is made with a different processing method. And so in the span of a week, participants are able to come in and make a bunch of parts with different processing and get hands-on experience.
Participants also enjoyed free food and lodging in Hockey Hall for a full on-campus feel. And WSU is also expecting an enrollment bump this year. The university seeing around an 11% increase in freshman enrollment compared to last year, and a more than 3% uptick in overall undergrad enrollment. Winona State University President Kenneth Jans attributes the growth to former student success.
We were #1 ranked among the Minnesota State colleges and universities in terms of student success. And so we have good data to talk about that. We had a 97% job placement rating.
Jans added that Minnesota's North Star Promise Scholarship is also helping out here. The scholarship covers the cost of tuition for students whose annual family income is less than $80,000. Golfers teed off today for a great cause at Fox Hollow Golf Course. The 39th annual Miracle Open benefits Children's Miracle Network hospitals at Amplify Health in La Crosse. The tournament raised money to help families, support pediatric programs, and buy specialty equipment for sick kids.
We do it for the kids. We do it for the families and the kids in our area. It's all local. Some families just don't have the means when tragedy hits their homes. This CMN helps them out.
The Seven Rivers Region Credit Unions hosted the four-person scramble. Coming up, a push for online safety, why Meta just banned almost 7 million WhatsApp accounts. Plus, crime in America, what the FBI's latest stats have to say about violence in the country.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Freedom. is the ability to choose the path that makes you happy.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site
To the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram.
or a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Stop in now to get a brand new Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Fiat, or Chrysler. Whether it's for work or play, we've got the vehicle for you. We have a wide selection of every model. Nothing beats getting in the driver's seat. So stop in today. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Your life, your money, your way. Ultra's A+ accounts are made for you. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no hassle. Now that's something to dance about. What are you waiting for? Open an account online today.
Meta says it's cracking down on scammers. The company banned almost 7 million WhatsApp accounts for crime this year, many linked to Southeast Asia scams stealing billions. Scams include fake crypto and pyramid schemes. Scammers were demanding upfront payments, and then they would ask for more. Meta added new tools to help users spot scams and stay safe. The FBI has released positive news regarding crime rates over the last year. CBS's Erica Brown has the details.
The FBI says violent crime fell across the country by 4.5% last year. Murder dropped almost 15%. Chicago has seen the change. At the height of the pandemic, more than 800 people were murdered in Chicago in a single year. Now murders in the Windy City have fallen more than 30% from the same time last year. Homicides have also dropped significantly in major cities such as Philadelphia and Los Angeles. It's not just homicides. The FBI says robberies decreased by nearly 9% and auto theft dropped by more than 18% nationwide.
So there were significant changes in national crime patterns, and you really need to extrapolate this data down to your individual city to see what the changes are in your particular area.
In New York City, police department data shows major crime has steadily declined in the last 3 years, in spite of last week's deadly Midtown Manhattan shooting, which left 4 dead and 1 seriously injured. Mayor Eric Adams announced this week that shootings are down in the Big Apple, with 412 shooting incidents and 489 victims during the first 7 months of 2025. Those numbers are lower than previous record low years.
We are not just passing the test, we are resetting the curve.
The drop in crime reflects a trend. After an initial spike in crime immediately following the pandemic, crime has, on average, steadily declined.
Since the COVID time period, the last couple of years, the recruiting and retention efforts that have been made are starting to pay off because now you have more officers on the street than you did several years ago.
The overall number of hate crimes also decreased slightly in 2024 compared to 2023. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
President Trump says the FBI may have to get involved after Texas Democrats fled the state to block Republican redistricting efforts. Republicans are trying to rewrite existing maps to give its party 5 more congressional seats. It's an effort the president supports, who said we are entitled to 5 more seats. Texas Democrats fled to states like Illinois and say they'll stay there until the special session ends, despite facing civil arrest warrants.
This is a new Democratic Party. We're bringing a knife to a knife fight, and we are going to fight fire with fire.
The standoff could have national implications ahead of next year's midterms, with Democratic leaders threatening to retaliate with redistricting plans of their own. Federal employees don't have to send weekly accomplishment emails anymore. The Office of Personnel Management stopped the 5 Things process, which began in February under Elon Musk. He said not sending updates meant quitting. OPM said answering was optional. Now the emails are ending. OPM will use performance reviews and regular check-ins instead. We now know some of the nominations for next month's MTV Video Music Awards. The first ever Best Country category includes Chris Stapleton, Jelly Roll, Megan Maroney, and Morgan Wallen. The Best Pop Artist nominees are Ariana Grande, Charli XCX, Justin Bieber, Lorde, Miley Cyrus, Sabrina Carpenter, and Tate McRae.
Sabrina Carpenter, who is actually who I think is going to take home this VMA. I mean, last year, I got my espresso right here. It was all about espresso. So I think Sabrina Carpenter might take that one home.
You can catch the VMAs Sunday, September 7th right here on CBS and MTV. It'll be streaming on Paramount Plus as well. We'll have more news ahead, but first,
we have plenty of heat and humidity ahead, as well as more air starts to move in. That's going to make it feel a little bit more like summertime out there. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The fires blazing through California and Arizona continue to spread. The mega fire on the north rim of the Grand Canyon has burned more than 120,000 acres. Dry conditions north of LA are making the containment efforts much more difficult. This is the second California fire after just a month. I know today we were talking about the wildfire smoke from Canada essentially making its way out, but Nicole, any chance these fires to the west are going to bring more smoke to the area?
It was actually hard to say with that last batch of smoke we had because there are fires off into the southwest. Kind of got mixed up with that smoke from both Canada and the southwest, so I'm sure we had a good old mixture of it in the last couple days, but like you said, it's since been moved out and we don't have to deal with it for now. I'm sure we'll get another batch before summer decides to end. For now, we're just focusing on a couple rain chances coming up and that summer heat and humidity that we have coming. As we go into tonight, there are some thunderstorms way off over into the Dakotas and moving into Minnesota now. They'll slowly be tracking through Minnesota tonight and possibly will bring some light impacts to your morning commute tomorrow. Looking fairly unlikely as these thunderstorms really start to break down once that sun rises. Early in the morning tomorrow, you can see them slowly starting to make their way through central Minnesota, but once that sun rises, we really start to lose a lot of that fuel that they're relying on. Even so, we could still see a couple light scattered showers, maybe even sprinkles as we go throughout the late morning hours, but the main impact is really going to be plenty of cloud coverage coming in tomorrow, and it's likely going to last all the way into the afternoon. Could maybe make a slight impact on our temperatures, but overall, we're still looking to stay somewhat warm out there, very comparable to where we were today. 85 for your high on Wednesday in La Crosse, 82 in Eau Claire, just that small chance for those morning showers for some of us. Otherwise, it's looking like we'll stay mostly dry, and again, plenty of cloud coverage, but still feeling those temperatures. It is going to get slightly breezy out there, especially in the afternoon hours, though. Here's our sustained wind speeds going throughout the entire day. Starting to feel them uptick into that breezy category once we get into the late morning. Definitely not gusty by any means, but once you start to see sustained winds above 10 miles an hour, you could start to see some some gusts closer to around 20 at times. So very similar wind conditions to what we saw today, and they're still blowing out of the south. So that means they'll continue to bring warmer air as we go throughout the rest of the week. After tomorrow morning, rain chances are going to be staying similarly low for the rest of the week. We have a chance possibly going on for Thursday and Thursday night, mainly for folks far south of I-90, especially Thursday morning. Otherwise, it's really looking like we'll stay mostly dry until we get more widespread rainfall chances coming in as we go into Saturday and Saturday night, as some thunderstorms potentially track across the area. That one we'll have to keep an eye on, especially if you have any weekend plans coming in for Saturday. Looking a little bit more likely that we could have some thunderstorm activity to start the weekend off. Until then, though, the temperatures are really the main story. Not feeling that warmth too much yet tomorrow, very comparable to where we were today. Starting to feel that uptick, though, as we go into Thursday. Highs reaching back into the upper 80s. Still, though, just a couple degrees above that average line. Friday is when we really start to feel it. Highs likely getting into the low 90s across most of the areas. Still holding on to the upper 80s for Saturday as well, and that humidity is really going to stick around likely a little bit longer. You'll start to feel that dew point rising a little bit tomorrow, getting to be noticeable as they rise into the mid-60s. Once we get into Thursday and Friday, though, that's when it really starts to feel muggy, because our dew points in both La Crosse and Eau Claire are going to be rising above 70 degrees. And even when the temperatures fall, the dew points will take a little bit longer to fall, so we'll likely feel very humid throughout the entirety of the weekend, maybe even holding on to a little bit of that humidity going into the start of the week, but it should start to decrease as we get towards most of next week. And then temperatures don't really fall too much, but they'll be staying out of the 90s at least for the start of next week, and it looks like we'll be staying for what feels like August for almost the next week or so. So we don't really have that cool down, but it's not the 90s forever, so that's a good one.
That's a big positive right there. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, Addison's absence, how long the Vikings will be out their number 2 receiver, plus day 1 of football practice across the state in the books for our high schools. We've got sights and sounds from La Crosse's south side next.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call Bygoff and Rohde, we take care of it all. We get results.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
What keeps me at Eagle Crest are the people that I work with. I enjoy my team so much. I look forward to seeing them every day. I enjoy our monthly meetings, getting to see the other managers from the other facilities and collaborate. I motivate my team by bringing us back to why we're here, going through our residents, getting to know them. You feel like you're really part of a big mission to help our residents have a full and healthy life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to Bygoff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else. And that's how we get results for our clients.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, it's like Christmas morning for football players and coaches across the state. The first day of what they hope to be a season that runs all the way up until late November. Here in town over at Central High, the Riverhawks were part of that wild Mississippi Valley Conference that produced a 5-way tie for the top spot. Now this season, Coach Olson and the players are looking to build off that momentum and take another step forward as they aim to capture that crown all by themselves. It was a bit of a different offseason for a lot of teams across the state. complete as coaching staffs were allowed to have more time to work with their players, something that Coach Olson says is definitely benefiting his team early on.
Yeah, it was certainly a different change. You know, I think we really liked it. We're definitely starting out day one in a different spot right now than we have in years past just because of those added contact days. It's challenging. You need to try to find the balance of, you know, doing enough and getting good work in and not burning the kids out pushing too hard over the summer.
As it is with each new season, the seniors will be relied upon heavily to set a good example for the rest of the team and continue to build winning habits. And a couple guys in particular are ready to do their part.
I'm ready just to, like, you know, from all the lessons I've learned from older kids, I can now use that and pass it on to the younger, so when they get in my position, they can really take it up a notch as well.
Yeah, of course. You know, our senior year is something we've been waiting for since we were freshmen, so I think we're all pretty jacked up for this.
The Riverhawks open up their season in just 16 days at home against a traditionally strong Waunakee team over at Roger Herring Stadium. Some news today out of Green Bay, reports saying that Nate Hobbs underwent knee surgery over the weekend to address a tear of his meniscus in his right knee. Hobbs expected to miss the remainder of camp, but could be back for the Packers' regular season opener against Detroit. It's said he could have played with the injury but opted to clean things up before the regular season. The Vikings receiving word from the NFL today on a suspension for wideout Jordan Addison. The Minnesota wideout will miss 3 regular season games for a violation of the league's substances of abuse policy when he was arrested in 2024 for a DUI. He will be able to take part in all training camp activities with the Vikings, including preseason games in the meantime. State Legion Baseball in Westby today. Viroqua looking for title number 6. Wittenberg going for their second ever. First inning, the 138ers strike in a big way as Connor Matheson gives this pitch a ride to deep right field, and it is over the fence for a home run. Viroqua with a 1-0 lead, but Wittenberg would answer. Third inning, 1 man on for Owen Dickman, and he launches this ball to deep left field. That one is gone. Chargers take a 2-1 lead. Very next batter, Oliver Fraza, going to do the exact same thing. Wittenberg going back-to-back as they go up 3-1, and the 138ers could not fight their way back into this one as Wittenberg Burnham Wood is your Class A Legion State champion. 5-2 is the final. Brewers in search of a 5th straight win tonight. Third inning, stop me if you heard me say this before, but Andrew Vaughn delivers with runners in scoring position. Milwaukee goes up by 4 with that hit. Then in the 6th, Isaac Collins gets things going. Is he going to rip a liner out to left field? That can't be handled. He'd scoot into third base thanks to the miscue. The next pitch is to Bryce Terang. He shoots one into center field, and the Crew reclaims their 4-run lead. Until the 8th, when Mr. Rookie of the Month extends the lead with a base knock right up the middle. The Crew now 25 games above 500 with the 5-run victory. Can they just keep finding ways to get it done?
Yep.
Cubs lose again as well. It's a good day for Brewer fans.
Absolutely. 4-game lead in the Central, and this is the best 60-game stretch in franchise history.
How about that? We got guys like Jackson Churio not playing, Sal Frelick not playing. It's just the Andrew Vaughn and
Isaac Collins
show. And it's fun to watch.
Everyone up and down the lineup, and the pitching continues to be fantastic.
Can't talk enough about the pitching.
Absolutely.
Gotta keep it going.
All right, Jacob, thanks very much. We got more news right after this.
A John Deere 3 Series tractor lets you tackle those bigger jobs with simple, intuitive controls that put the power in your hands and quick connect solutions to swap implements quickly with ease. From rotary cutter to rotary tiller to front loader. Take on all your property's biggest challenges. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% tax credit will end this year, so lock in your savings, reduce your electric bills, and get the full 30% credit while it's still available. Call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year, and 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Get ready, Hillsboro. It's the event of the summer, the Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull, August 8th and 9th. 3 thrilling sessions over 2 days with 8 Pro Pulling League classes. Horsepower, dirt flying, and fun for the whole family. Tickets are just $25, and kids 10 and under get it free. Feel the power. Support a cause. Don't miss the Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull, August 8th and 9th.
News 8, the Salvation Army and the YMCA are helping the community go back to school with Stuff the Bus. Stop by the La Crosse or Onalaska Walmarts on August 8th and fill the bus with school supplies. Donate new supplies or cash, and we'll put them in the backpacks for the students in our community who need it most. We'll see you at Walmart on August 8th to help us stuff the bus. Brought to you by these great community partners and proudly sponsored by Cooley Bank. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A lizard that escaped from a Massachusetts home where it was being kept illegally has been rescued and is now at a nonprofit animal sanctuary. For 2 weeks, the lizard named Goose wandered around central Massachusetts and Connecticut. After a widespread search, the lizard was found over the weekend.
We had a confirmed sighting last Wednesday in Douglas State Forest where someone actually had a picture of it, and that led us to that area, and over several days we were able to find it.
Now, authorities say the 5-foot-long lizard managed to get out of a second-floor window last month. The Massachusetts Environmental Police said the owners did not have a permit. Go figure. Goose's new home specializes in exotic reptiles just like him. Imagine seeing that thing traveling down the street in your neighborhood. No thanks. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Shop our huge selection of in-stock garage doors or design your own using our free garage door design program. This 9x7 garage door is just $399.99 after rebate. Upgrade to a Chamberlain Smart Garage Door Opener. These openers let you monitor and operate your garage door from anywhere with your phone. Get this Wi-Fi garage door opener for just $158.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Furnish your home with the Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
Well, as you head to bed, you could actually have your window open tonight. We're not having any smoke out there, so you're not going to be dealing with any poor air quality getting in the house. Getting a little bit warmer though, so maybe getting on that time to have the AC on, but not quite yet. Maybe in the afternoon. Definitely going to want it for Friday.
Yeah, for sure. 92 is a high.
I keep that AC on. 67 when I sleep. I need it cold.
There you go. That does it for us at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.